What if I told you that the most convenient thing in your life is also one of the most consequential? That every time you hear that knock on the door, see that smiling arrow on a box, you're participating in a story much larger and much darker than a simple delivery. We all know Amazon as the company that sold us time itself. But what was the price? This isn't a story about a corporation that simply got too big. This is a story about a system that has quietly rewritten the rules of commerce, of work, and perhaps of our own expectations. And once you see the mechanisms inside this machine, you will never look at that box the same way again. For years, the narrative around Amazon has been one of undeniable genius. The endless selection, the gravitational pull of convenience, the sheer brilliance of its logistics. It's a story we've all accepted because on the surface, it benefits us. But behind that curtain, a different story has been unfolding. A story documented in court filings, congressional reports, and the testimonies of thousands of employees. This is the story of what happens when efficiency becomes the only god, when growth is pursued with absolute singularity, and when the very architecture of a marketplace is designed not just to serve you, but to control you. Let's pull back the curtain. It begins with a simple search. You need a new pair of headphones. You type it in, and you're presented with a wall of options. It feels like a digital mall, a testament to infinite choice. But this is the first and perhaps most brilliant illusion. The platform you are using is not a neutral marketplace. It is an algorithmically controlled environment, and its primary goal is to keep you engaged and spending within Amazon's ecosystem. The Amazon's Choice Badge? It's not a seal of quality from a panel of experts. It's an algorithmic prediction based on sales velocity and review history, metrics that, as we'll see, are notoriously easy to manipulate. And then there are the reviews. We rely on them as a digital form of social proof, but the system is flooded with a sophisticated, industrial-scale operation of fake reviews. Sellers routinely offer free products or direct payments in exchange for 5-star ratings. So, when you're meticulously comparing 4-star and 5-star products, you may simply be comparing different tiers of deception. The choice you think you're making is often an illusion, carefully constructed to guide you toward the options most profitable for the system itself. Imagine you're an entrepreneur. You've designed a unique product, a new kind of kitchen gadget. You build a business on Amazon, and after years of work, you find success. Your sales are growing, and unbeknownst to you, Amazon is watching closely. The company operates an open marketplace, but it also operates its own massive portfolio of private label brands like Amazon Basics. And a congressional investigation found evidence that Amazon has repeatedly accessed aggregated data from its third-party sellers. Your data. They can see everything: your sales volume, your profit margins, your return rates. Then, they use that data to create their own, often strikingly similar version of your product. Once that Amazon Basics product is launched, the platform they own and operate gives it a prime spot in search results, often at a lower price because they can afford to sell at a loss. The very company that provided your storefront has now become your direct competitor, using your own sales data as its blueprint. This isn't competition, it's a form of corporate parasitism. It extracts innovation from small businesses and then systematically suffocates them. This practice is so anti-competitive that it has drawn scrutiny from regulators worldwide. But for the entrepreneurs who had their life's work copied and crushed, the damage is already done. And this ruthless efficiency extends far beyond the digital shelf. To understand the true cost of 2-day delivery, we have to step inside the fulfillment centers. These are not just warehouses. They are monuments to a new kind of industrial science, where human beings are managed not by bosses, but by algorithms. Workers are equipped with scanners that don't just tell them what to pick. They dictate the exact path they must walk and the precise seconds they have to complete each task. Their performance is measured by a metric called time off task, or TOT. Every second not spent scanning an item, Whether to use the bathroom, get a drink of water, or simply catch a breath is monitored and logged. Fall behind the algorithm's pace and you receive a warning. Accumulate too many warnings and you're terminated. The psychological and physical pressure of this system is immense. Investigative reports from major publications have consistently revealed that the injury rate in Amazon warehouses is significantly higher than the industry average. The relentless pace leads to repetitive stress injuries and accidents. And the most telling detail of this pressure? The widespread reports, confirmed by Amazon itself after much denial, of workers feeling they have no choice but to urinate in bottles, because a bathroom break could mean falling behind and losing their job. This is not a story of a few bad managers. This is the logical endpoint of a system that values metric-based efficiency above human well-being. The convenience we enjoy is built on a foundation of brutal, algorithmic management. Amazon's ambition is to be woven into the very fabric of your daily life, and its most powerful tool for this is data. Every search you make, every product you view, every movie you watch on Prime is a data point that helps Amazon build an increasingly detailed profile of your desires, your insecurities, your life. But this data collection becomes far more intimate with devices like Alexa and Ring. Alexa is marketed as a helpful assistant, but at its core, it is an always-on microphone in your home. While Amazon states it only records after the wake word, the line between passive listening and active data collection is a technicality that concerns privacy experts. Then there's Ring. Sold as a tool for security, it functions as a decentralized surveillance network. Amazon has forged partnerships with over 2,000 police departments across the United States, allowing law enforcement to request Ring footage from homeowners without a warrant. This creates a shadow surveillance system operated by a private corporation that circumvents traditional public oversight and has profound implications for civil liberties. So, from the warehouse floor to your front door, the system is designed for one thing: total integration and control. But what about the world outside your door? The environmental cost of this empire of convenience is the final and perhaps most staggering part of the equation. The environmental footprint of Amazon is almost too large to comprehend. The carbon emissions from its vast network of planes, trucks, and vans are comparable to that of a small nation. And while the company publicly champions its climate pledge, its actual reported carbon emissions have continued to rise in recent years, a testament to the conflict between infinite growth and environmental sustainability. Then there is the waste. The mountains of cardboard and plastic packaging are a visible symptom. But a more hidden scandal was uncovered by journalists investigating Amazon's returns process. In a revelation that seems to defy logic, they found that it is often cheaper for Amazon to destroy returned items, including brand new, perfectly functional electronics, furniture, and clothing, than it is to clean, inspect, and restock them. Truckloads of sealed and unused products were shown being carted to landfills or shredders. This is the grotesque endpoint of a system optimized solely for cost efficiency. The pursuit of convenience has created a culture of disposability so profound that we are literally shredding our own wealth and poisoning our planet for the sake of logistical simplicity. So where does this leave us? The story of Amazon is not a simple villain's tale. It is a mirror. It reflects our own priorities, our desire for speed, for ease, for low prices above all else. The dark side of Amazon is, in many ways, the dark side of our own consumption. This isn't a call to completely abandon a service that, for many, provides genuine utility. It is, however, an invitation to awareness, to understand that every click of buy now is not just a transaction, it's a vote for a certain kind of world, a world of hidden exploitation, of manipulated choice, and of immense waste, or a world of thoughtful consumption, of support for genuine innovation, and of respect for human dignity. The power to choose which world we build has always been, and will always be, ours. The convenience is seductive, but the cost is real, and it's a cost that extends far beyond the price on the screen. If this
Join the
exploration of the
discussion.
hidden mechanisms behind our modern world resonated with you, then I invite you to join this conversation. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What part of this story surprised you the most? And if you believe in pulling back the curtain, consider sharing this video with someone who should see it. Thanks for watching.